everyone, I'm Nancy and welcome back to my channel. This is a stretched canvas and today I'm going to tell you how to prepare and prime it for the painting. So let's remove the polythene first and then we will start priming it from the back side. When you will feel your canvas, you will see that it's really rough, and because of that roughness your painting doesn't turn out to be smooth. So that's why we apply gesso to make the surface smooth so the painting looks better. So we will apply the gesso in the front also, but right now we are going to start from the back. So we are going to start with the wood that you can see on your canvas. So we are going to apply a layer of varnish to help it from catching moisture. As you can see, wood is pretty rough in some areas, so varnish will also protect your hand from the flakes of the wood. And now it's time to apply gesso on the back of the canvas. So I'm using a scale for this. You can simply use a brush because it's the back of the canvas, it doesn't really matter, but here I'm using a scale. So applying gesso on the back of the canvas will give more stability to the cloth, and it's better to spray some water or mix gesso with a little bit of water. If you will add a lot of water, your gesso will start cracking after it dries. So you can add a little bit of water to it, or you can just spray the canvas with water. So now I'm using a brush to cover the corners and the areas where my scale couldn't reach, and I was not able to do it with the scale. So right now I'm using a brush. Now turn the canvas and let's apply gesso in the front. So I'm gonna show you two methods of applying gesso. One is by using wedge tool. So as it's a learning channel, I'm not using a wedge tool. Instead I'm using a ruler. You can also use a ruler, or you can find a wedge tool easily online, but I'm gonna use a ruler. Just take gesso in small quantities and apply it as even as possible. And the second method is to apply the gesso with a brush. Some people don't like using brush because of the strokes they get after the gesso dry, but I genuinely prefer brush because it's easier to apply gesso with it. You can try both methods in some rough paper or a small canvas, and then you can go in with the final canvas with the method that you prefer, that is comfortable. So for the brush, also use a small quantity of gesso and apply it slowly and as even as possible. Try to apply more thin layers of gesso instead of the thick ones, and once you are done, just go with the brush in a one motion so it's all nice and smooth without any brush strokes. And after it's all dry, let it dry completely, and after it's dry, use a sandpaper to slightly make it more smooth. It's a completely optional step. I'm done with priming. A canvas is pretty smooth. Now turn the canvas and let's work on the back side again. Take a masking tape or any tape that you can easily find. So we are gonna tape the canvas and cover the space between the canvas cloth and the wood that you can see, so that no insects make their home there. And also cover the stapler pins so it will protect it from rusting. canvas is prepared, you can leave it like this, or you can add a thread for hanging it. It's better to use a thread instead of directly hanging it. So we are gonna make holes in these two areas. It depends on whether you want it vertically or horizontally. We are gonna measure same length in both sides, and then I am using some tools to poke a hole. It's better to do this before painting, so if you by chance harm your canvas, it will not harm the painting and your hard work. But try to do as smoothly, as slowly as possible, because it can break your canvas if you do this with a lot of pressure. We take a hook like this and insert it in the holes that we just poked. Canvas wood is pretty soft, so I am using pressure of my hand. You can use any tool also, just do it slowly and try to not harm your canvas. So now both of the hooks are in the place, and now we are gonna use a thread. Use a really strong thread that can handle the weight of your canvas, and tie it in both the hooks, leaving the thread a little loose, so when you hang the canvas the thread stretches a little bit. And make sure to tie the knot really tightly and secure it very well. So that is all for today. I hope you learned something from this video and it must be helpful for you guys. So please don't forget to like the video, comment down below, and also if you are new to my channel, do subscribe. I post tutorials and helpful videos for the learners. Thanks for watching.